But I agree. However, if you start one and stick it out for as long as we have, you're in.
Yeah, I think we got past the point where this is just it. This is
This
what we're
point,
gonna
we've
do.
gotten past this point.
Like,
When you
what are
tell
we
so,
gonna
yeah,
do?
when you when you tell someone that, oh hey, yeah, me and my buddy, both white, we have a podcast together, and then the person goes,
Oh, the other person does
oh
that.
cool, yeah, the other person doesn't. We're past that point.
Uh-huh. Well, I think we talked about it before. It's like, yeah, a lot of people do it, but not a lot of people do it.
Hmm.
You know?
That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but
I
it's
mean, I guess
it's real though.
it's real. Not a lot of people stick with it, for sure.
Right. No, I mean like
I
it seems like a lot of people do it when in actuality not the case.
right. I caught myself. You remember our episode with Hiram? 'Cause Hiram, he was on a
Yes, yeah.
old episode.
He's
So
one
go
of our.
check that out.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm telling the good people to go check that out. And we talked about like people that may speak another language and they whip it out on words that they
Mm-hmm.
just that are appropriate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I caught myself kind of doing that this week
Hit me
with
with it.
Korean.
Hit me with it.
So there was a one of our trombone players. He likes a lot of different foods, and he's white, very white, and doesn't have a podcast though. And he was talking about how he's going to go to a Korean place, and he kept trying to like pronounce it. He's like Chong Man, Chung Man, or whatever.
Mm.
And I was like, it's
Like
like, dude, what are you?
exactly though.
I was like, what is this place you're talking about? And I was like, oh, I was like, oh, Chungman, Chungman. Like I pronounced like, oh yes, yeah, yeah, that one, you know. And I was like, I'm a dickhead.
it, but it's like with Korean though, you really can't understand it. Some cases, in some cases, it's really difficult to understand what the heck someone's trying to say.
Yeah. He
Like,
so he did this another time. There's another Korean restaurant named Tak,
talk,
Dak.
yeah,
Yeah. And he was saying, Robert, have you ever been to this
Dak.
chicken place called Dak? And I was like, what? Dak? That's not even a Korean word. Dak. They don't, So yeah, Dak,
There's no
Dak. I'm like,
ass sound.
oh yeah. I'm like, Dak. He goes, huh? No, Dak. And he just like I was like, oh, okay,
Right, because
well,
when you say dock, you think DOCK or something. So it's like, no, it's not the
mhm,
docks.
yeah.
All right.
Anyways, I caught myself doing that this week. Kind of felt like a dickhead.
Yeah, okay though. There's some case like there's some places in Korea where if you say it incorrectly, you're talking about a totally different place.
Right. They take you to a human trafficking ring if you say one thing when you're looking for the local, you know, the best spot in town to get naengmyeon, and they take you to a cellar
Huh?
underneath you know, a spa, and next thing you know, you wake up in another country. You have, you
You
know,
you stay in the cold tub too long at the sauna, and then
mhm,
you wake up. That's how they get you.
few stitches across your midsection, one less kidney when you wake up.
Mm-hmm. Black market over here.
Black market over here.
Yeah,
What do you got?
I know. Oh yeah, well, let's go to another topic. We just
Hmm.
have so many to get through today.
So many.
I think you might like to talk about this one because you triggered me writing down this topic was what counts as an impulsive buy?
Mm. Yeah.
because like we all have that like, okay, I want this thing. I don't want to
Yeah.
buy it. I don't want to make a rash decision. So I'm going to wait
Yeah.
on it. But it's
Or I
still
don't
a,
want to spend the money.
yeah, you don't want to spend the money. But in the back of your head, it's still a thing that you don't necessarily need. And so you wait like a week and you buy it. You didn't really need it. Is it still an impulsive buy, or is a week long enough? Like is it based on time? Is it based on actually if you need it or not? Like what is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Um, I guess an impulse would be, yeah, I think it's time. I think it would be like if it came into your head, oh, I need a tennis racket, and you just bought a tennis, like you went on Amazon right then and bought a tennis racket. You never played tennis, and you're just like, I think that's a good idea, tennis
I
racket, and
want to play tennis someday. I
whatever,
might as well get it now.
yeah, and those cookie dough cylinders of balls,
Huh?
um,
I
or
love
Pringles
sniffing those
cans
things. Oh man.
when you open them.
Oh gosh. Sniffing a can of balls. I'm honest with why I like the fact that I like to sniff tennis balls, but I saw where I was going with it as I was saying it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Open up a can of balls, sticking your
Yep.
nose in it.
Do racquetballs come in the same like?
Yeah,
Do they? Do you like to sniff those bad boys
give
too?
it a
Do
little
you like
thing.
to? Do you like to?
I don't remember the racquetball smell, but I bet it has a similar smell. Something about the
I
tennis
bet it's
balls, man.
yeah. It's like the way like puppy's breath or like a baby's head, like they have very dis
Distinctive.
very specific,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, distinctive
Mm-hmm.
smells.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Is distinctive.
And
Uh-huh. Yeah.
distinctive. Um, but yeah, so the tennis balls was what does it for you, or just in your case, balls.
uh yeah, it's a little bit of a narrow category of balls. I wouldn't say all
Uh,
balls.
but they are balls.
There are
So you like to
some
sniff. You like to sniff balls more, and then specifically tennis balls. But we'll just say you like to sniff balls.
just for the ease of conversation. If you want to say I sniff
Yeah.
balls,
Mhm.
I'll have to agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, because some people may not know what tennis is.
Right. So just make it easy.
So if you, yeah, just make it easy for whoever you're talking to. Say, their English second language, right? And they'll be like, ¿Cómo se dice tennis? What is this?
I'm sure tennis is tennis in Spanish.
No, I don't think so.
I
You're
bet
looking
you.
it up right
I'm
now?
looking it up. I think it's tennis. What
Oh,
is
oh, oh,
tennis?
okay.
It's tennis. Come on.
Oh, wow. We got a
Oh,
smart guy over here.
tennis. Ah, okay.
What is that, Italian? You're Italian all of a sudden?
Yeah, when I I speak Spanish with an Italian accent and gesture.
Oh, tenis. Tenis.
You like the balls. Okay.
With balls. With the
Yeah, if someone
balls.
says they like
Sorry,
they
someone was
like
trying to call me.
oh, someone says they like a nice pan of meatballs, you wouldn't bat an eye at that.
Hmm. No.
But as soon as
But you
they
could just say,
mhm.
I like, sometimes for dinner, me and my wife like to sit around a really nice, saucy plate of balls.
So you just want to take out all the qualifiers of balls and just let's just generalize it. There's only
Yeah.
so many out there anyway.
I think I think it's just an efficient way to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
That way we're not getting caught up in the, you know, we're not getting caught up on, things like the very minute details.
Right.
Just straight, we need to get straight to the point.
It's holding back communication between couples, honestly.
It's holding back communication. I'm reading book,
Hmm.
and book is good.
Right.
Boom, done. Let's move on to the next topic.
Got it.
Book is good. I'm reading book is good.
This is
And then
streamline
you
it.
say, Yeah, you say that's great. Bye. And
Mm-hmm.
then that's it.
What did we? Oh, impulse buy. Impulse buy. Okay, let's get back
Impulse
on this.
buy. Yeah. So did you got on this topic because I purchased something recently.
Yeah, did you already refund it?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
But
because you've
man,
done
you
that
you and
before.
Mason, you and Mason know me too well. Yes. Um, no, I didn't refund it, and it'll be here, I think, probably next week. Yeah, but I went like I don't know. I went. I think I made it a couple weeks, didn't I,
You went a
without
long
buying it?
time, yeah, and like every day you're like, dude, I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna do it. I was looking at him for today, so it's like you showed some willpower, but
a
that's what
little
made
bit.
me ask the question. It's like I know you still probably think it feels impulsive, even though you waited like a week or 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, in the back of my mind, I'm still like, what is that? What is it? We abacus,
Yeah,
where you're like, that's I'm doing that in my mind, moving money around
just
in my
moving
head.
balls around
That
in your mind.
yeah, well, thank you. I'm moving balls around in my head to like try and justify, which it doesn't need any justification. It's like
Yeah.
it's
Okay, if I
I
spend this money on this now, then maybe next week I don't spend that. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And if I
Yeah,
use it this
exactly.
many times, then it's like, $10 per
Yeah.
use over, you know, 28 years. So,
Wow, what a great deal when I think about it that way. No, but I luckily I've been preoccupied with other things this week, so I haven't really thought about it too much.
hmm
So, and I'm sure once I get it, I'll be super stoked to have it.
yeah. And like you said, are we ever gonna say what you bought? Or are we just gonna let people guess?
No, I mean
They'll hear about it
they'll hear about it
in the
maybe on the
news.
news. Oh God,
FBI
that's
is on
bad.
the way now.
Yeah, SWAT team just kicks down the door.
They're on the news. Yeah, you'll hear about it. Just wait.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, don't worry, you'll hear about it.
You might want to show up to
Oh
work late tomorrow.
God, might want to stay away from
uh,
crowds.
this is
You know.
American comedy right here. Only
Yeah,
works.
specifically, yeah, this kind of humor only works in America. Um, yeah, but I would say an impulse buy is, yeah, it's literally that. It's just like a knee jerk. Oh, I want that. I'm getting it. I got it.
Yeah, almost before you even thought about it.
Yeah, that's why I kind of hate when you're traveling and you buy gifts for people.
Yeah.
I don't. Now, it's nice to show a little thought
hmm
for people, right? It's
It is
nice to like you're
nice.
out. It is a nice thing, right? To show someone, hey, this is proof. This is proof that I was thinking about you, you know?
hmm
Um, but God, I hate buying just like expensive shit that's cheaply made, right? Like, I don't know. Now, I like it. Now, if you're listening to this, you're out at a place, you should always be thinking about me and a thing to buy me, right?
Yeah.
It
Well, and
doesn't. This rule doesn't apply to me.
there's extra value put on it too, because it's like there's limited suitcase space, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
you secured space in your suitcase for this
Yeah.
item that you didn't have to do just for me. It's purely like just to make the person feel good. But I've never had a
Yeah.
friend who went out of town and I'm like, I hope they bring me something. Like,
Hmm. Oh man, they're going to Antarctica. I really hope they bring me back a piece of that glacier. That'd be a cool gift, huh?
that would be a cool gift, actually.
Put it in like a sealed, like
Liquid
liquid
nitrogen.
nitrogen, yeah, sealed canister, and it's just like cool and sleek and silver. And every time you open it, it's just got like
The
liquid
gas.
nitrogen
Yeah.
fumes, gas pouring out of it, and you're like, you take it out at dinner parties, it makes that, and you pull it out, and it makes this like, because it like it just perfect fit in its little case,
Mm-hmm.
and you pull it out, right? And people go, "Whoa." Your face.
I was in it, man.
Yeah. You pull it out like this and just smoke and fog, and you're like, this, this is a million-year old artifact from a glacier in Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like maybe there's like a caveman finger like kind of sticking
Oh
out of it,
man,
you know?
this is a pretty good gift.
And it's like a softball sized chunk, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's
Just
like
a ball chunk is fine.
sorry, yeah, it's a ball piece
Uh-huh.
with a human part sticking out of it.
Yeah.
And you hand out special insulated gloves, right? You turn the air conditioning down. It's
Right.
you want to get it cold in the
What?
apartment,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah.
You want to get it super cold. Maybe it's January, you open all the
You
windows
have
too,
parkas that you
right?
hand out all your guests before you
Yeah.
pull this out.
Insulated gloves, and you pass it around and they all go,
Oh.
"Oh." And they like maybe they sniff the finger, like what did
Uh-huh.
it
The
scratch
ball
last,
finger.
you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, the ball human part.
Uh-huh.
Oh, is that woolly mammoth? They maybe
Yeah.
it killed a
Who
woolly
knows?
mammoth or something, or sorry, an elephant. And they pass it around and then they hand it back to you and you put it back like really quickly because you're like afraid it'll melt, right?
You have like a hourglass that you flip
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
A timer. And you put it back in it and
Oh,
it
that was satisfying.
yeah, and then you put it back away. So, can I get anyone another drink?
Yeah.
And everybody's just like
The lights come
because
back
they were
on. Uh-huh.
yeah, they were, to a different world for a minute, Maybe you turn the lights off, like, and then you turn them back on, and everybody's like dressed normally. It's like comfortable temperature, like it didn't even happen, And then
Right.
they're in their vehicle on the way to their housings
Talking to their
with
spouse, they're
their.
like, "Did do you remember? Did he bring something out?" Like,
Did he bring a million-year-old chunk of a glacier? No, I could. That's impossible. We were just certainly
surely,
dreaming that.
surely not.
No,
It was like it
no.
got really cold for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't bring jackets.
Mm-mm.
It's July.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, wow, the ceviche was to die for. We should really get Robert something when we're in Greece.
Yeah,
Full,
so
full circle.
that would be a good gift idea.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're listening out there, you're making a trip to Antarctica, please.
That'll make Robert
If it's
say,
not too much of you know, a burden,
got room in that
God,
suitcase.
give me
Got
a million-year-old chunk of glacier, please.
uh how do we get on this? Traveling
Impulse buys.
impulse
Yeah.
buys. Yeah, so impulse
Mhm.
buys.
Yeah. Do them. Sometimes they're fun.
Yeah, that's the lesson learned there.
Mhm. Okay.
Um,
Americans
mhm.
driving, no problem.
Yeah, we experienced recently had to drive uh basically as far as we could drive south from where we live. Took 2.5 hours to get to the bottom of South Korea.
Whoa.
Yeah, a lot of driving.
Was it cold down there?
No,
Oh.
it
Well,
was,
actually, I guess it would have gotten warmer because you're going towards the
yeah,
equator.
it was a little bit warmer, but
Yeah.
the whole time, Allie was saying like, "Man, I don't know how you drove in America," because she was driving, and then she was pretty exhausted doing the 2.5 hours, and I was like, "Yeah, Americans are just, especially Texans,
Hell yeah, brother.
we're just built different." I got in her face when I did that. Built different.
Listen here, just we're built different.
But yeah, we just drive. 8
Yeah,
hours.
just
Do it.
nothing. Nothing like
Nothing.
a little wind. Nothing like a little windshield time. That's what my dad called it.
Windshield
Windshield
time.
time.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Do you think? Have you had that experience? Because you're up in the
Hmm.
what's the region called that DC's in? Is it? It's not the. Would you call
Mid
it the?
Atlantic.
You call it Mid Atlantic? Stuff
Yeah,
is closer together there. You can you can
yeah,
jump to three different states in like 40 minutes, basically.
yeah. You can drive to Boston in less than 8 hours.
So are people there just like, oh my gosh, 2 hours?
Yeah. Uh huh.
They are, right?
I mean, I'm like that now.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting more like that because one of my favorite places to visit, that's not a big city. New York is 4 hours away, 4 hour
Mm.
drive. It's super close by Texas standards. And so another city I really like to visit is Asheville in North Carolina. It's a proper like 8 hour drive. It's like a full day. And I remember going on a trip there with a girl I was with at the time and another couple that was good friends of ours. And they agreed. And at first, when I told them it was an 8 hour drive, they were like, certainly, there's an airport there. We'll just fly in. And
Oh
then when they
man.
realized, yeah, when they realized how expensive it was to fly into that little airport, they were like, okay, we'll drive. And then they were like talking about, oh, do we stay halfway? Do we like do the whole thing? And I was like, yeah, well, I can knock this out easy. So
You got
I
it's a
did.
time.
I
It's
mean,
your
I
Yeah, it's your time to flex.
I did the whole way there and
Wait, so how
most of the
many
way
how
back.
many hours was it?
It was 8 hours one way.
Oh, pff, that's
Easy.
like an afternoon for Texans.
That's
Eight
like wake
hours
up,
is
get you,
is like 2 hours.
yeah, you blink and you're there. Just spin a few yarns about, you know, how you got a chunk of Antarctica laying around in your freezer. Just talk about,
You really like that
have some
gift.
anecdotes, some snacks, some good tunes. Hopefully someone that doesn't fall asleep immediately in the riding shotgun. You know who I'm talking about if you're listening.
If
And you're good to go.
you're listening to this and driving at the same time, check on your co-pilot. Make sure they're doing their
Yeah.
job.
If they're sleeping, stab them in the leg with a ballpoint pen.
Mm-hmm. Right
Wake them up.
now. You could just say a ball pin, actually.
Sorry, a ball
Just a
writing
ball. You could
thing.
just say ball, actually.
Okay, a ball.
Uh,
Stab him in the appendage with a ball.
okay.
Anyways, yeah. 8 hour drive, easy.
Yeah, no problem. If you're a Texan
However,
listening to this, you know what we're talking about.
yeah. But I will say in defense of us people here in Yankee Town,
Hmm.
you guys don't have to deal with not I mean you guys, I mean Texans. People in rural areas, they don't have to worry about traffic.
Not the same way, yeah.
Yeah,
It's literally like GTA every day where you live.
every day.
I
Yeah,
thought you
it
were
is.
exaggerating until I visited you and I was like, "Oh my. Oh my God."
Yeah,
Like it was just a shock every day. Is that
every day.
person should we call? Like I was worried for their health actually.
Uh-huh.
Like I
Yeah.
was worried for them for
Mhm.
the fact that they're driving that way.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you go to a go-kart track and they're more cordial with letting you in.
Sure. Yep.
You know, defensive driving 101.
I mean, it's like self-defensive driving. Yeah. Really is. People are trying to harm you with their vehicle.
Yeah. They
I mean,
say,
the other day, and this person wasn't even driving, but like the streets are narrow, so and sometimes you can't see, and sometimes cars park illegally, like right at the end, like where a stop, like if you're at a four-way stop, someone will park like on the like pretty much up to the crosswalk.
Yeah.
And so if you're approaching on a vehicle in a vehicle and it's basically blocking the sidewalk, your view of the sidewalk, you can't see. So like you kind of have to just like, all right, no one's walking now, so I'm just gonna fucking go for it, right? And someone I narrowly missed them,
Yeah.
like a pedestrian, because he was on his phone with headphones in, looking down, just crossing the street. And
Oh, it's the
I mean,
worst.
he walked out and I was just taking off. And I mean, I was like, if I had also been texting, which is completely normal around here, I would have hit him and then
Yeah.
not noticed and then kept driving. And then, maybe stopped and backed up, made sure he was all right.
Again, you're gonna see it on the news, people.
Yes.
What is this? Let's see. Yeah, what sounds to skin autocorrect.
Yeah. So
Sounds to
one
skins.
very one very annoying thing that my phone likes to do is autocorrect the word sounds
Hmm.
to skins.
So you sound like you're really into hunting animals and skinning them.
Yeah.
Dude,
So if you
the
were like,
skin's
yeah,
nice.
yeah, exactly. Skin's good, man. Hey,
I'm gonna be
that
saying that
that
now.
skin's good.
Dude, how do you think this skins?
Skins like he had a good time.
That skin's good to you? Sounds get skins to me. That one didn't make sense.
Yeah. But it's very annoying.
Yeah.
Skin's good. My phone thinks that's the way to go. Skin's good.
Yeah. Do you think someone like prank? I've seen those pranks where you go in and you change the hotkey for a
Uh-huh.
phrase by like you type in one small letter or word
Yeah.
and then it yeah.
But they usually change like V to like dick or something,
Yeah.
like something worthwhile, not
This person's
sounds to
doing
skins.
this person's doing the real subtle long con prank here.
I guess so. Yeah. It's fucking irritating.
Yeah. Definitely
Skins good.
definitely skins annoying to me.
Yeah.
You
I
hearing some
think
gunfire?
I just heard a skin in the background.
You just sounds uh
What was that skin? Anyways,
la
that's just something that's been annoying me.
yeah. I'm sorry, buddy. So what are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna sounds someone alive.
It switches it up.
Yeah, pretty good one.
That was a good one.
Um, yeah, thanks, man. Um,
So this
high functioning tired people.
sounds like you're
This
describing
is
me right now.
Yeah, same. Me too.
Hey, you
This
tired,
is
buddy?
sweet bee. This is something that I don't know if these people are real. Like they're real people, but I don't know if they're trolling the internet or if they really do all of this, optimization that they're doing.
Hmm.
Like there's one guy, I don't know his name, but I've seen clips of him where he talks about how he wakes up at 3:30 and meditates. He has
Is
like
that the
he has like
living half?
nine.
He lives like 2 days inside one day guy, and he's like,
No, it's another guy where he says he wakes up at like 3 and then he works out and then he gets on the treadmill and him and his wife do like 30 minutes of like gratituding back and forth and then he goes and
oh
gets in
god.
this
Oh my
on
god.
on the treadmill, right? Because they have to be. They can't just. They're psychopaths. They can't just sit on a couch with your cup of coffee and stare into the person you've chosen to be with forever and just say, "Hey, I really fucking appreciate you, and it's so awesome that I get to like not be alone and you're there all the time." No, these fucking a-holes have to be walking and burning calories that they haven't even consumed yet for the day on a treadmill as they're like awkward. Are the treadmills
Yeah,
facing each other? Is
I
that
was
also
definitely picturing
what's
them
up with
facing each
that?
other.
Do they have those walking day? Do they have those walking desks and they're also on laptops, like answering emails while
Uh-huh.
staring at each other, not looking at the keyboard, but typing perfectly, perfectly grammared emails. And they're just like, wow, you are great. Wow, I am so happy of this life we live together. Our children are awesome because you are, and they're just like typing a whole nother email about business stuff,
Uh-huh.
you know? And then he talks about how then he goes to work, you know? He has his like, and then he goes to the gym, whatever. You know these people. You know who these people are.
Yeah.
But
Meditation. He has a scheduled meditation every day.
yeah, that sounds real present. I don't know. Like, I hate these people, but this it's not how normal people are. I'm gonna stick with being really tired and
Mm,
still getting a lot of stuff done because I don't want to have to go to bed at 8 p.m. every day.
right. That's not a
I'll
life.
suffer. I'll suffer the pain of waking up of this sun in
Yeah.
my eyeballs.
Dude, your balls are getting lit up by that sun.
Dude, my balls are being absolutely wrecked right now by the ball in the blue. Okay.
Sun, sun is really doing a number on your balls right now.
Damn. Yeah, yeah, man. My balls are
Dude,
really taking
lower
it
the
in the
shade.
my balls are really taking it on the chin. All
This
right.
podcast. It's is
This
this
is silly.
is it is ball humor, you know, more mature than fart humor?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely high comedy
It's
humor.
definitely highbrow. It's highbrow compared to fart humor. Talking about farting.
Yeah, come
But
on.
a fart is funny.
I mean, yeah, definitely skin's funny. What is the so these guys or and girls that are highly optimized? Um, what do you think their main goal would be then? Like, do they just do it forever and then they pat themselves on the back? What's a bad? And I wonder what
Yeah,
a
do they
bad day is for them.
Yeah, I wonder what a bad day is for them. A bad day. Here's a bad day for them. All four alarms don't go off. Power goes out in their house. The backup generator is toast too,
Hmm.
because of course they have a backup generator.
Hmm.
That's been struck by lightning, fuse is blown. So the iPhone died overnight because it when they went to bed at 2 a.m. to wake up at 2:30 a.m., there wasn't enough charge on the phone. I mean, they used all of the battery plus the spare battery that's connected to the phone,
Yeah.
right? They're one of these people.
Hmm.
And so it wasn't plugged, there wasn't getting power enough to charge it. So it just died almost instantly when lightning struck their, you know, $100 million home and the power went out. So they sleep until, because they need sleep, because they have been literally running on fumes and they don't even know it for years.
Hmm.
They sleep until 4 p.m.
Oh no.
Their day starts. They're panicked. It's 4:15, right?
It's almost time to go to bed.
They've missed their whole day, right? All of their gains, they've 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 instantly lost them.
Uh-huh.
So they're laying in bed emaciated and somehow also obese at the same time. Um their children, because they weren't fed, they
They're
they leave
gone.
the house.
Oh
They're
yeah,
gone.
they're out of there.
They're searching for food. They've left the house. They feel like they think that they're on their own because their parents have they won't wake up
Mm-hmm.
because they're just so. Anyways, no children in the house. They can't move because they've slept for so long. Their bodies think that it's the end.
They're comatose. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they just wither away and die in their linen sheets.
Dude, that's a bad day.
That's the worst day I can imagine for them.
Yeah. I mean,
They just stare up
if
at the ceiling.
if their phone's dead, they can't edit their latest video to post on. Like
Hmm.
that's their livelihood, man. Waking up early. That's their whole identity. And they failed.
Yeah. So yeah, they're laying in bed, like not even holding hands because they're too weak. They're just kind of sitting on top of each other. Their hands are just sitting on top of each other,
Mm.
and they're
Yes.
also too weak to turn their head and look at the other one. So
No affirmations, yeah.
yeah, they just gratitude straight up at the ceiling, hoping like they don't barely making a sound because they're fighting against gravity just to be able to breathe.
Yeah.
They're so weak. And that's it. They spend the last of their waking moments trying to tell each other how much they appreciate each other, and then they perish.
That's what does all those people in eventually, you know.
One good nap.
One good day. And they're like, oh man, sleep. Whoa.
Yeah. A
Yeah, we
month
were
goes
doing that
by.
since we got back from the US. I think I mentioned it's like we're doing the 5 a.m. thing. It's pretty nice. Not
You're
anymore.
still doing it?
No.
Yeah.
No. We
Yeah.
tried. And I actually today I got up at 5:50 to do this podcast. Your daylight savings over there really screwed me over.
Yeah. I know a lot of people do want to do away with that.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I mean, yeah, we can go back. I don't know, but I don't care, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Yeah.
I got you, buddy.
I don't have enough RAM to, you know, to care.
Mm-hmm. Random access memory.
Random access memory.
I learned that in middle school
You're
keyboarding
oh,
class.
and keyboarding class. You took keyboarding in middle school?
Yeah, it was mandatory
It was for me too, but I took it freshman year,
in high school.
high school. I was a
Whoa.
late bloomer. I know. Didn't stop me though. I can type like a fiend.
Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly.
What else we got? We
That's it.
gonna pack these in.
We're done. Yeah. We're gonna pack it up,
All
pack it
right.
in.
This is our first videoed uh, uh pod. I'm
Well,
gonna
we've tried.
we've
We've
tried
tried
it.
other
I'm gonna
times.
try. I'm gonna try and put out some upgraded content. We hired a full-time editor to go through all of our stuff, and
Mhm.
we'll see what he can do. You know, it's
Yeah.
free and it's me,
Yeah.
but
Thank you.
I'll try. I'll probably give up, slam my
Cool.
throw my laptop against the wall.
Perfect. Hey, perfect.
But yeah, stay tuned for that.
Yeah.